Hello, my name's Jill Grandage, and I'm so pleased you could join me for my show. So let's get cooking with Jill. It's a cookery show. I'm afraid you just interrupted me on a short yogurt break in between my hectic schedule of meditation and gynecological appointments. I love yogurt. I always have. In fact, I make my own. It's easy to do. You just use a little bit of old yogurt, some milk, and a tepid to warm radiator which can sit there heating up the probiotic cultures for 7 to 10 days in direct sunlight. But Jill, we don't have time to sit probiotic culture watching all day. We've got to jump on our bike and get to yoga. Well, in that case, I've got just the recipe for you. It's a hipster picnic. But what is a hipster picnic, Jill? A hipster picnic is a meal on the go for people who take their lives and every aspect of it immensely seriously. A hipster picnic in my world includes some wheatgrass powder all the way from Australasia, which, if you take a good look, is a colour reminiscent of the ponds that we used to fish out spawn from as children next to the primary school. Some cacao powder, which you need to make sure you pronounce correctly, otherwise it could sound like you're saying cack. A sweet potato, which doesn't mean that it's kind or generous, it just means it tastes a little bit less salty than a normal potato, or as the Irish call them, potatoes, because even though it's an instrumental part of their diet, and in fact kept them going for generations, they still can't speak properly. Finally, we've got an avocado here. This one has been bashed in a bit of a fight in the shopping bag with these organic rice cakes, because the organic rice cakes are meaner than mean, and they say, I don't like the fact that you've got some natural flavour and texture and general worth. It irritates me because I've always aspired to some sort of taste and never managed to achieve it. Well, that doesn't mean you can bully the avocados and beat them into a pulp. That's my job. I know what you're thinking. How am I ever going to fit all of these ingredients into a single picnic hamper? You're not. You're going to whiz them together in a delicious and easy to transport smoothie, using a beautiful blender which I picked up on my recent travels to Afghanistan. Here we are, a natty solution to the age-old problem of how to transport your hipster picnic mixed into a smoothie on your pedal bike. Why not freeze it into an ice lolly? I picked up this particular mould in Leighton IKEA, where I was traipsing around on a rainy afternoon whilst embroiled in a particularly disappointing relationship. These lids have got nostrils. Pour your smoothie straight into your moulds. Don't panic if you get a bit of a leak, because, well, if you can't spill a bit of hipster picnic blended into a smoothie in your kitchen, you probably need to check your rental agreements. Oh, look at that. You can see the texture of the rice cakes coming through. That'll be a real treat when you're scooting along the high street and everyone's saying, "Who's that girl? La 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 la. I want a hipster picnic mixed into a smoothie and frozen into an ice lolly, please." Now all that remains to do is to shove it in the freezer. And there we have it. The hipster picnic blended into a smoothie and frozen into an ice lolly. All ready for you to jump on your bike and go about your hectic day. In, say, 8 to 12 hours. Get well soon. Love, Jill.